Hey, welcome to Riding Shotgun with Tupper. It is Tuesday, August 28th. Hot, hot, hot. I mean, in the 90s, scorching hot, thick air. I didn't bring Alfie because I thought I'd run her into the ground. I mean, she just needs to lay in the air conditioning. Wow, you know, I'm kind of excited this week. And it's excited for the football opener, to be honest with you. I just am excited to see things that I've watched develop and to see what they become, beginning on Saturday, 11 o'clock, Memorial Stadium against Kent State, Big Ten Network. You know, on the one hand, you say, well, it's Kent State. They were 2-10 last year. Well, it's Illinois. They were 2-10 last year. So... But, you know, this is the time of year when people ask you, what's their record going to be? I don't know. Are they going to a bowl game? Some people think that's crazy talk. I don't think it's crazy talk at all. I think I'm not prepared to predict it. But you only need 6 wins. Tim Beckman did it twice. It's not crazy. The schedule is generally favorable. And you know what? The thing maybe I'm excited about for Saturday's game is it's time to make a move, okay? It's time to make a move. This is year 3 of Lovey. They've strengthened the quarterback position a lot. A.J. Bush, who we've been telling you is going to be the starter, Lovey confirmed that yesterday. He will be the starter. I went over there to his luncheon. Just to kind of, it's really the only time you can talk to the coordinators, and that's where you can get information. And A.J. Bush was there, and I sat down with him, and you know what? He is a really nice kid. I wish fans had an opportunity to visit with him. He's impressive. He's mature. He's you can see why the team gravitates to this guy. He's really got quite a personality. He's an older guy, obviously a 50-year guy, grad transfer Virginia Tech. 50-year guys, there's a sense of urgency to them for the most part because this is their last chance to do something in college football. And he's waited for a long time to get this chance. And now we'll see what he can do with it. You know how many freshmen they played last year. All of them are older. They all look better, bigger. They should understand schemes and so forth more, even though offensively they're doing some different things. I look around that field during training camp when I was over there. There's more playmakers. I think this just looks like a different football team. And then you've got Rod Smith, who I think is maybe the biggest single addition in the offseason, the new offensive coordinator. Really like him a lot. Really feel like there's a different level of competency in charge of the offense, an opportunity to make more plays. And then it's year 3 of Lovey's deal. And that's, again, why I say it's time to make a move. You know, this team needs to be more than just older, a year older. They're still going to be really young. But this is the year where Lovey now should show, along with his staff, that they've been teaching, that they know how to develop players. That's what they've been selling to recruits, and it's frankly what they've been selling to all of us, that this collection of coaches with NFL experience can make a difference in teaching players, developing players, to be, given the fact that there should be some talent level there, to be fledgling NFL players, to be players who, when they have enough talent, can start to show they make the plays that catch the eye of NFL scouts. So player development, I want to see it this year. I think just, you know, this is the year where coaching should look like an asset. Does that make sense? And if it's going to be an asset that they can honestly sell to recruits, then this is the year where they need to start getting some results. I'm not talking about going 9-3, but a modest 6 wins to get in a bowl game would certainly be a step in the right direction. I think everyone would acknowledge that. Maybe 5 and be really competitive in some more games and make you say, yeah, I see it now. You know, I don't know what the number's going to be. I think the schedule's favorable. I think they start out 2-0. I think a pivotal game is that third game against South Florida up at Soldier Field in Chicago, because if you win that game and could start out 3-0, oh, then 6 wins is very possible. You're a more confident group. You probably won't beat Penn State in week 4, but the game's at home. It could be competitive. It could be interesting. But you've got games like Rutgers and Purdue and Maryland and Minnesota, and who knows, if you get some traction, maybe later in the year Iowa doesn't look like a hill you couldn't climb, maybe Northwestern doesn't, I don't know. I just know that there's teams every year that play better than you should. There's teams every year that get talked about as, hey, they're kind of surprising. Well, why not be one of those teams? In the past, maybe the quarterback punch wasn't there. It is now. I mean, I honestly think A.J. Bush is good enough to push them up towards 500, and I wouldn't put the cap on him there. So, you know, that's what I'm excited about. Saturday, I'm going to the game, taking my wife, taking our daughter, taking our son-in-law, really looking forward to it. First time I'll ever go to a tailgate party. Never been to a tailgate party in my life. That sounds too weird to be true, but it is true. You know, I'm always toting my laptop bag and going there to work, and by the time I can't do that before a game, and by the time I get out, it's 2.5, 3 hours after the game, and everybody's packed up and gone home for the most part. So looking forward to all that. And one basketball note, of course, classes started yesterday, Monday. Brad Underwood is going to undergo surgery. He had a scope of his knee previously. He's going to go in for the full meal deal. It's just gotten to be too painful to exist, and I know he doesn't want to do it now. There's no good time. Just get it done and try to be on your feet and mobile and ready to go when practice starts the final week in September. And you know, that'll probably be a little bit of a rush, but somehow or another, he's going to try to get this done. And so, you know, keep Brad in your thoughts, and hope all that goes well. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it a lot. I didn't even give you a crop update. I just noticed on the way out, our bean field is starting to get little pops of yellow in it, and this corn is really coming along. I picked some more the other day for the horses. I try to bring them each at least 1 or 2 ears when I'm out, and oh my gosh, they just think it's like bringing them a box of candy. They love it. And I expect to see some harvesting. I think I've seen some fields where harvesting will take place next week. I don't think ours is quite that far along yet, but I don't know anything about the moisture content either, so I know our farmer keeps track of that, and but it's looking good, and anxious for that to happen. It would be fun to be able to film a shotgun when he's out here in the combine knocking down corn. We'll see if we can't make that happen. That would be a lot of fun. Thanks, people. Appreciate it a lot. Have a great weekend. Hope you get to go to the game. If you can't go, I hope you get to watch. We'll talk next week.